to another episode of It's All Been Done Radio Hour. This one is also from Podcast Fest last year. This one is a rerun, though. Daniel Kravitz chose the one Get Out. Of the 3 segments we did at Podcast Festival last year, only one of them was a rerun, and this is it. After this, our rerun shows will probably be released as a single episode in their entirety. This is kind of the last time we're going to separate those out and use a whole week of podcast release for it, but we do also have a brand new commercial coming out later this week, so you'll get some new content this week from It's All Been Done Radio Hour. There were substitute actors in this, so it is new in a way and kind of fresh, and we did tweak some dialogue. Hopefully you'll enjoy it. We'd like to thank Circle 270, who this podcast is a part of. We'd like to thank Mad Lab Theater, our awesome host site. We just had a show there yesterday. Hopefully you were there. If you missed it, our next show is coming up on Saturday, May 11th, and it's a special shorts show in the style of Theater Roulette, which is Mad Lab's annual shorts festival every year. The IABD Roulette show will have a bunch of short segments instead of our full-length segments, 10 in all. No commercials, no full lengths, but 10 medium-length shorts of a variety of characters set in our universes. It's pretty cool. It's neat. We got 4 different writers working on it, so it's gonna have some different tone and different feel. We really hope you'll check that out. We also want to thank our parent network, It's All Been Done Presents, found at IABDpresents.com. It's got podcast, written work, video series, and more. One of the other programs on It's All Been Done Presents is QBC, Quarterly Book Club. Why quarterly? Because you're busy and books are long. So we want to make that easy for you by just doing one per every 3 months. This year, the genre is young adults, and we are currently reading Looking for Alaska by John Green. So head on over to IABDpresents.com and check that out. Now enjoy this episode of Daniel Kravitz.
Tonight's next program is Daniel Kravitz's Chosen One. Daniel is an unhappy antique store owner who has been tapped as the chosen one to stand up against the ultimate evil.
I am not.
Oh, shut it. Tonight's episode is a rerun of the classic 2nd episode of the series. In the premiere, we met Daniel and his best friend, Abby Reynolds.
Hi, guys.
Daniel and Abby were weirded out when a British man named Rufus Reginald Rochester showed up and told them that Daniel was the only one who could save the world. Needless to say, they did not believe him. But when Daniel had to fight a monster worm, it made them wonder if Rufus was right. This month's story, Get Out, picks up a few days after this first encounter. We join Daniel and his sole employee and friend, Abby, in the shop.
Daniel.
I don't want to hear it, Abby.
Daniel.
No. God. What?
We need to talk about what happened.
No, we don't, because nothing happened.
Half of 4th Street is destroyed. As stubborn as you are, even you can't live in denial of that.
Oh, yes I can. I can live in denial of whatever I want to live in denial of. That's how denial works. So there.
You're so juvenile.
Or not, you are.
You are the most ridiculous person that I know.
And so's your face.
You know, he's just outside, right?
Who?
Rufus.
I never want to hear his name again.
It's been 3 days. I don't think he's going away. He's waiting for you.
Then he's going to be waiting forever. He shows up, and 5 minutes later, all hell breaks loose. Damn it, Abby. There was a giant worm creature with teeth and pincers.
Ha! I thought you weren't going to talk about it.
Shut up.
None of that was his fault, you know.
Do I know that? How would you even know that? We don't know him. For all we know, he brought that monster here to manipulate me into doing whatever he wants me to do.
He didn't.
What makes you so sure?
I can tell. He's for real. There is real desperation in those eyes.
And just because someone is desperate doesn't mean you can trust them. In fact, desperate people are probably the worst kind of people to trust. They'll do anything.
I didn't say that I trust him. Just that what happened out there isn't his fault. Bottom line, he's the only one that seems to know what's going on. Don't you want to be prepared for the next time?
Oh, no. There won't be a next time. I don't care what Rufy whatever said. I don't trust him. I don't like him. And he and the junk he brings with him need to get far, far away from me.
Daniel, I thought you wanted something in your life that mattered. You hate this shop.
Are you being serious right now? You're saying that this is what I wanted?
Of course not.
Where are you going?
If you're not going to do this on your own, I'm going to help
Abby,
you.
no, do not go out there. Abby Reynolds, turn yourself right around this minute. Hey, get back here. You're fired. No, don't come back in here with him. No, stay out. We're closed. You can't come in.
Rufus, ignore him. This is just how he is. He hates all new people.
I'm sorry, I didn't...
No, you didn't mean what? Ruin my life?
I wish I could stop this from happening to you, but you're the chosen one.
Well, then choose someone else.
It's not up to me.
Who's it up to then?
That's a good question. Some of our group think that the Aztecs weren't so far off in their belief system, with Quetzalcoatl and Tetziclopia, while others point to the ancient Romans or Greeks as the basis of...
Are you effing kidding me right now? You're sitting and talking about mythical gods. Just because I work at an antique shop certainly doesn't mean that I have
I'm
any
not
knowledge.
talking about gods. I'm talking about more than humans. There are creatures on this earth that modern science doesn't recognize because they're ancient and they are become very good at hiding. But that doesn't mean that they don't exist. Yeti, manticores, sphinx, hydra, mermaids, vampires, kraken, demons, and so many more. We have many theories as to why they have largely disappeared, but some still remain, and you're the one that is tasked with protecting us from them and any other supernatural being that would harm mankind.
Yeah. Did your mommy ever tell you that your eyes are brown because you're so full of crap?
My eyes are hazel. Is the light in this room?
No, ignore him, Rufus. So how can you help Daniel?
Oh, yes. I am from an organization founded to support the Chosen One. I've come here to provide knowledge and training and get you ready to do your duty.
He said duty.
Oh, Daniel!
It's quite all right, Miss Reynolds. Daniel may be my most difficult case yet, but Rufus Reginald Rochester does not give up just because the going gets tough, as you Americans are fond of saying.
I don't know anyone fond of saying that. They might say it sometimes, but they aren't fond of it.
So, where shall we begin? Do you have a back room or storage area with enough space to lay down some mats?
Some mats? Like to welcome the demons?
No, gym mats. I think the first thing to do is work on some basic martial arts.
Not pretty sure I told you to get out. Repeatedly. Besides, I already have the fighting side covered. Did you not see me with that axe?
I must admit, you seem to have a natural talent, but
Damn
there
right.
are things out there much more dangerous than the worm creature.
What was that creature called anyway? It seems silly to keep saying worm creature.
I haven't the foggiest. I've never seen one in my life before.
And if you've never seen one, how do you even know that it wasn't that dangerous?
Remember when I said I'd worked with 3 chosen ones before? What do you think happened to them?
Okay, seriously, you need to get out.
Daniel, I'm here to help you.
How come you didn't help those others?
I did, but there's a lot to learn and you have only a short time to learn it before you start being tested. It's impossible to teach you everything to cope with every situation. And if something we haven't dealt with before comes along, then we just simply cannot...
Rufus, I think one of those situations you mentioned just walked in.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know who you are or why you have a forked tail and green skin, but you have to get out. Not like Rufus get out, but actually get out.
I am Grezit the Green. You are Daniel Kravitz?
No, I'm Bluto the Blue. Daniel Kravitz works down the street, 4th door on the right. You can't miss him.
Oh, thank you.
Daniel!
What?
He looks scary. What's he going to do if he walks into the wrong place? Who's he going to hurt?
We'll go after him. He looked like the perfect being to start Daniel's training with, not overly frightening.
Your face isn't overly frightening. Wait,
Where's
3.
that fantastic battle axe you used the other day?
It's in the back room.
Okay, if you could please retrieve it, Miss Reynolds.
Of course.
Now, Daniel, what we're going to do
No!
is...
I never agreed to any of this. In fact, I believe I specifically told you to get out.
The time for kidding around is over, young man. Miss Reynolds' concern for your neighbors is most likely warranted. I do not know who this Grezit the Green is, but in my experience, things with forked tails aren't generally friendly.
And I don't think you're even hearing me. I said to...
I went through the 4th door on the right. There was no Daniel Kravitz. What are you trying to pull wool over?
Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry. Duh. Did I say the fourth door on the right? I meant the fourth door on the left. How stupid of me.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yeah, he's a smart one, all right. Dangerous, huh, Rufy there? It looks like the worst he can do is simply get annoyed. I can't get annoyed. I mean, I can get annoyed too, but I sure hope no one comes after me with a battle axe for it.
Guys, I'm looking down the street and that store that you sent him to, the front window is covered in blood.
Do you see what I mean? You cost at least one, if not several, innocent people their lives.
Give me the axe, Abby.
Good. Finally, you're talking sense. Now, the first thing we need to do is...
No. There is no we. There's me and Pee-wee. Yeah, that's the name I named this axe here. Pretty badass, huh? Me and Pee-wee are going to follow Grezit the Green and deal with him. You stay here and protect...
You think Grezit the Green is a fool? Sending Grezit the Green on a wild goose chase? You are not Bluto the Blue. You are Daniel Kravitz.
That's where the mistake was. Daniel Kravitz. I thought you said Daniel Craftsmith before. I'm sorry. Yes, I sometimes go by Daniel Kravitz.
Oh, that seems like a simple mistake to make. I am sorry I got so angry.
No worries, man. Happens all the time. And now that you found me, well, how can I help you?
Well, I have come to drink your blood and bathe in your urine, then enslave this town to be my new kingdom on Earth. Your pets will be my sexy, sexy sex slaves. Your women my maids. Your children will do the manual labor, and I will kill all the men.
Wow, Grezit. I have to say, that sounds pretty harsh and a bit sexist. Besides, I just peed like 5 minutes ago, and I don't think I have enough urine for you to bathe in. So maybe just to wash your face.
That is okay. Then I will settle for drinking your blood.
Fair enough. Do you have a blood bag? I'll pump out a pint real quick.
No, Grezit the Green does not drink blood out of a bag. I will cut your throat and sip right from the spigot as it gushes over my chest.
Yeah, you see, that just doesn't really work for me.
It does not matter if it works for you or not, Daniel Kravitz. This is what will occur.
Well, how about this instead? Grezit the Green turns around and walks out of here peacefully and doesn't kill any more of my neighbors, and I'll let you live.
That is a weak counter-offer.
Oh, no. This isn't a negotiation. Those are my terms. Take them or leave them.
I will leave them. Wait, leave them where?
On the end of my axe.
Daniel swings the axe at Grezit, who easily ducks the swipe. Grezit swipes 2 of his 5 claws at Daniel's stomach, but Daniel jumps back just in time as the claws merely catch Daniel's shirt.
That's one of my top 20 favorite shirts, you monster!
Do not call me a monster! Rude!
Daniel swings again and misses. Grezit gets a glancing blow off Daniel's arm, drawing a little bit of blood. Daniel nicks Grezit's lower knee, drawing a little bit of black ooze. The 2 combatants circle and swipe, neither getting the upper hand.
Rufus, what are you doing? Help him!
I'm trying, Miss Reynolds. I'm not finding anything on Grezit the Green in my time left here.
Guys, are you finding anything I could possibly, help me?
Not yet! Keep distracting him, Daniel!
Oh, sure. Just give me the easy part. Great.
Here we go. I think Grezit the Green is a deadly demon who has 5 claws, sharp fangs, and a forked tail, green skin.
I know all that, moron. Give me something useful.
Do not give him something useful! Put away that book, you feeble old man!
Ignore Grezit. Do not put away that book.
Grezit manages to shove Daniel over and lunges at Rufus. The book flies across the room. Daniel scrambles to get up and sees Rufus is already flat on his back. Grezit the Green's fangs dripping down on him. Rufus's glasses quickly fog over the Grezit's green hot breath, and the man braces himself, eyes closed, for death.
Daniel, the book says Grezit can't stand whistling. Whistle!
Grezit immediately loosens his hold on Rufus and tries to cover his 6 ears with his 5 hands.
It's working. Keep whistling. Then sneak up behind him and cut off his head.
Is that what the book says to do?
Not exactly, but decapitate gravitation has to kill almost anything, right?
You'd be surprised.
Daniel manages to get up behind Grezit. The first whack does not remove the demon's head completely, and Grezit whirls, angry. Daniel is surprised and stops whistling, stumbling backwards. Grezit lunges at Daniel.
Good, Miss Reynolds, keep whistling.
Grezit falls down again, paralyzed at the sound. Daniel gets back up, and with 2 more swings of the axe, completes the job of separating Grezit's head from his shoulders.
Thank you, Daniel. You saved my life.
Yeah, well, Abby saved me, so I guess we're even.
Guys, what are we going to do about this huge mess on the floor?
Ew.
Handle the dead neighbors.
For more adventures of Daniel, Abby, Rufus, and Grezit, whom beheading did not kill, by the way, check out It's All Been Done Radio Hour podcasts.
It's All Been Done Radio Hour, number 172. Daniel Kravitz' Chosen One, Get Out, special rerun, Columbus Podcast Festival 2018 edition. Starred Nathan Haley as Daniel Kravitz, Amanda Iman as Abby Reynolds, Joe Morales as Rufus Reginald Rochester, and Ryan Yohe as Grezit the Green. As always, it was narrated by Chris Allen with Foley artist Seamus Talty. It was written and directed by Jerome Wetzel. Our technical director is Shane Stefanchik. Our music director is Kristin Green. Theme songs are composed by Nathan Haley. Our story consultants are Keith Jackson and Shannon Marie Watts. Our troop photographer is Michelle Hansen. Our story consultant is Nick Arganbright. Please check out all our work at It's All Been Done Presents at IABDpresents.com. And please, 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 please go to patreon.com/IABD. Donate $1. It would really help us, and we can keep making more great content for you. Have a great week. I don't trust him, I don't like him, and he and the junk he brings with him need to go far, far away from me.
Daniel, I thought you wanted
in the
something.
script for Podcast Fest.
The what?
He says shit like 3 times, and I replace them with crap and junk.
Yeah.
For Podcast Fest.
Good luck this
We're having a separate rehearsal, we're going to talk about it.
I mean, you can cuss there, they don't care.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just going to try to keep it more family friendly.
That last year.
Yeah.
I'm like, they don't
We're just
care.
trying to make it more family
It's
friendly.
consistent with the show as a whole, anyway.
Yeah.
What are you yapping about, you lizard chicken looking whippersnapper? I'll work with that. Sorry, I'm laughing right now.
Who? Can you usher them into a corner or something? Get them out of the way.
No, that's what she said. What?
That's
what she said.
Whoa!
That made no sense.
She would like to beam her up.
Granted. Foley.
That's what she said. That's what she said. It's All Been Done presents.
Who's got the time?